Many of you know how much I love my New York Knicks and how I feel about Phil Jackson and the potential new coaching situation in New York. Well, fellow New Jerseyan, fellow Rhode Island Ram, fellow New York Knicks fan, Craig Birnbach is back again with a great rant as to why the Knicks need to get their shit together and why Craig might be giving them up. And how do I know that, Francis?
How do you know, Jason?
Because Birnbach's
always
right. Take a look.
Hello, everybody. Craig Birnbach here. Welcome to another edition of my video blog, Birnbach's Always Right. For the last decade or so, I've been living in the beautiful Pacific Northwest here in Portland, Oregon, where I cover the Portland Trail Blazers. And that means I get a lot of interaction with Blazer fans. And Blazer fans, they're the best. They're very passionate, but they complain every once in a while. They say, we haven't won a championship since 1977. We've only been out of the first round twice in the last decade. We can't get big-time free agents to come here. And when they're talking, I'm biting my tongue. Why am I biting my tongue? Because I'm a Knicks fan, and I know what real pain is. We haven't won a title since 1973. Heck, we've only been out of the first round once in the last 15 years. The Knicks can't get anything right ever. And you know what? I think it might be time for me to get out of this, well, painful, abusive relationship. And I'm drawing a line. I'm finally doing it. I'm saying right now that if the Knicks decide, if Phil Jackson decides to hire Kurt Rambis as the head coach of the Knicks, I think I'm out. I think I'm done. I can't do it anymore. I can't go through all this. May 12th, 1985, the Knicks won the lottery. They got Patrick Ewing. I thought, you know what? May 12th, that's my birthday. I just got a present of multiple championships. We haven't won a championship, not one, and that was more than 30 years ago. And through that time, we've been a little close. But for the last 20 years, we're a laughing stock. Yes, James Dolan, you're killing me, man. I lived through the 1 year of Larry Brown, the best coach in basketball. That was a disaster. Isaiah Thomas, that's a disaster. And now you give me Phil Jackson. You give me hope. He hires one coach. He's already had to fire him, and that was an embarrassment. And now he tells me he's going to hire Kurt Rambis, a coach with this record. Put the record up, please. Thank you, Phil. 65 wins, 164 losses. His winning percentage is less than 30%. He coached 2 full seasons in Minnesota. He couldn't win 20 games. And Phil Jackson, you're going to tell me this is the guy that's going to finally get my team to win and possibly win a championship? No way, no how. You're on vacation right now, Phil. You're hanging out in Montana. Hey, Frank Vogel just got fired. Pick up the phone. Send a text. You interviewed David Blatt, I heard. Hire him. I don't care who you hire at this point, as long as it's not this guy. You want to run your triangle offense so badly that the only guy you're willing to hire is the guy that will do everything you say. You're too old to coach every day, so you want to make sure you got the guy that's going to coach for you, and you can just do it over the phone. No way. I'm not going through that. No one thinks that this guy is a good enough coach to win an NBA championship. Here's how I know that. There's been a ton of coaches fired since he was last fired, and Kurt Rambis didn't get an interview. Right now, multiple teams could have called and asked permission from the Knicks to interview Kurt Rambis, but nobody wants to interview a guy with a record of 65 and 164. So I'm telling you right now, Phil, and I'm speaking for, well, all the Knicks fans that I know, that I grew up with. I've been so loyal. I've rooted through it all. But I can't take it anymore. If you do something that everyone knows is wrong and dumb, I might have to step out. I'm just hoping that I have the strength to finally break up with the Knicks. But if you hire Kurt Rambis, Phil Jackson, and the New York Knicks, it's over. And how do I know that's the right thing? Well, that's simple. Birnbach's always right.